Hi, and welcome back to my channel. I have a quick video here on something I created as I was using up things that I have done for other projects. So I always end up with strips of paper like this when I am making journals, and I was thinking about how to use them, and I thought, these would make a great little accordion pocket. So I created a little accordion pocket for myself. Now, you can do this with any size of accordion pockets that you want. And you can use much bigger or much smaller. The finished size of this one is, that would be 3.5 by 2 and yeah, let's say a quarter. 3.5 by 2 1/4. And so I'll walk you through how I do each step of this process. But this is what you end up with, is this little accordion pocket. And you can see it's got a good number of them. And then this one is decorated, so you can see what I did with it. But we'll do one all together. All right, so start off with your pockets. And so these I start off with as, these are two, well, almost, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So like 4 1/4 total across. And then each one of them is 3 inches wide. Now, that only matters because I want to know the right sizes for my covers. And for my covers, I did 5 by 3.5. 5 by 3.5. So I have some 4 by 6 cards like this, and I just cut them down to 5 by 3.5. And as I did, this was left over. And so this is the piece that goes around the as the closure for this one. And then I just scored exactly in the middle. So for this one, I went to score at 2.5, and I did the 1/8 inch on either side of 2.5. Same thing with this one. This in the band itself is like 3.5. So I went to 1 3/4, and I did the band on either side, and that gives me the same size on the outside there. Okay, for the closure, I haven't put this one on yet, but I just used Velcro on the front. And then I used brads here and here to distinguish where they go in. I figured out after making a couple of them that it is easier to make the outside first so that you can get this on the inside of your on the inside of your accordion. All right. I'm going to see if I can see this one still. I think this one, I still forgot to do that. And you can't, it's hard to see in there, but the brad is on the inside of the pocket. And I decided I would prefer for them not to be. Okay, so these I made by folding in half and just gluing down the sides. So they have one closed end and one open end. And I tried lots of different combinations of numbers, but I ended up with 10. And now I will show you how I assemble it. So I did those 10. I did all my preps yesterday, so they were ready. All right, so now we take one of these and make that the base, just the top one there. And then I have a sewing pad on my desk, so it makes it easier for me to see measurements. And so that makes it easy for me just to do the glue in the middle. And what you want to do is do just glue in the middle. You don't need to fill up that entire square. And then you take your next one, and I have the closed, like the folded end down here and the open end up here. And then I put them together. Right, just like that. And the middle gluing is what ends up making it into an accordion. All right, and that is what you do. So I'm going to do all 10 of them, and I will speed this up so that it doesn't take as much time. And so you have the quick instructions so that you can also make these. They're fun for mass makes, and anytime you just have some free time for crafting. They're easy, but you just have to do a bunch in a row. All right, here we go. All right, here it is. It's all ready to be put into the cover. See how that is? So we take this cover. I'm going to use this one. I had some mistakes on how I did that one. Scoring in the middle. Okay, same thing here. You just put the glue in the middle, right around that little brad. Now, I like mine to lay down basically from the middle. And then I just want to make sure it's in the middle. All right. I have tried to experiment with if you should put glue on the center spine here, and it doesn't really make that much of a difference, so I'm just not going to. All right, and then for this one, to finish it off, you're just going to do this here. Get this on the inside. All right, then, okay. So that is basically it, and then you just want to decorate it with whatever you have around for decoration. And while I'm talking about that, I'm going to put on, this is my Velcro. I use square tabs because they're flat and they fit perfectly. So this is ready to be closed. Sometimes I will decorate before putting the Velcro on. It's really a matter of preference and how much you want to work around the Velcro on that. So a couple of things. I am an inker, so I do usually ink all the sides of this. Do that here. Ink, ink, ink. All right. All right, let's see. What do I want done here? Yeah, put that one there. So I have a bunch of decoration out because I've been madly crafting for my junk journal starter kits, and I do about as much as I can every day on that. All right. So I'm definitely going to use this one. I want to see if I can fit it. It doesn't, well, it does fit there. I think it's a little better here. Yeah, that's where we're going to put it. So for glue on this one, I'm just using art glitter glue. I do put it in these little bottles because I did not get the one with the tip, and I like to have a little bit of a tip when I'm doing my gluing. And in this case, art glitter glue is good. I like it as my primary glue. I also use a PVA that looks like this. That's from Lineco, Lineco. And that's what I use on all this. All right. Get a Some of the words I have on the sticker sheet that I bought are so funny, and I could not use them here. But I do have a bunch of good ones. Here we go. Here's a piece one. And some grapes. I made my own clear stickers for this one, and it's going to go a little bit over the Velcro, but you can see it's not going to matter that much. And I've been doing both sides of this because it could potentially be like something that you would use to carry around and put receipts in. So people might see both sides of it. All right. And basically you can decorate it however you want. I just, sometimes I am more, that's what I'm going to do there. I'm going to put that there. All right. So those are nice little 1/4 inch thick pockets. So there you go. All right. If you like this tutorial and you want more like it, like and subscribe. That's what lets me know. Leave a comment as to how you would decorate yours or what your favorite themes are right now. And I will see you soon. Thanks and happy crafting.